Hi, my name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be giving a quick web tutorial about how to animate an SVG with CSS. So this is the finished product, and I'm going to walk you through how to get there. So this is the website with just some base styling, and I have an SVG in here. I created this SVG in Adobe Illustrator, and then I put it in an online converter that converted it into code that I could just stick right in my HTML file. So what we're going to do is we targeted the SVG with the class sailboat. I added the class sailboat. And we are going to add an animation property. So animation. And the first thing that we're going to do is put that little bob in that you saw. So I'm going to name that animation Bob. And I am going to make the duration 1.5 seconds. And we'd like it on a loop. So I'm going to write infinite. And then we want that transition to be smooth, so we're going to use the transition property with the transform with a duration of 1 second, and we want it to ease out. So our next step is adding some keyframes. Those are what actually get the animation going, and we target that by using the @ symbol and writing the word keyframes. And then we need the name of our animation. So we just named it Bob, so I'm going to write that. And then the next thing we need to do is tell it what to do where. So since this is going to be a looping animation, we want to target the beginning, which is 0% of the animation, and the end, which is 100% of the animation. So in there, we're going to give it the property of top 33 pixels. 33 pixels. And then we also want to target the middle because we want it to be sort of an even loop. So at 50%, which is halfway through the animation, we're going to say that it's going to be only 30 pixels from the top. And that's not going to be a huge difference, but it is going to give it a subtle bob like a boat might have. So let's see what that looks like. Just a little tiny bob. That's great. So next we want, like we saw in the example, this little wave to sort of fade in and out as it bobs to look like it's kind of floating in water. So what we're going to do is we want to target this little piece of the animation. So we can use dev tools to figure out what element that is. So we can see that that's the ellipse. So what we're going to do is within the SVG with the class sailboat that we've given it, we are going to target the ellipse. So we need to give that an animation property because this is a separate animation from the bob. And let's call this a wave. So we're going to call the animation wave. We'll also give it 1.5 seconds so that the loop will be even. And then infinite. So once again, we need to give it some keyframes to tell it what to do where. So we're going to write keyframes. And then the name of this animation is wave. So we're going to start there. And then this is another, just like the last one, we want it to loop. So we're going to tell it to do the same thing at the beginning and at the end of the animation. And for this one, what we're going to do is at the beginning and the end, we want this to fade into the background. So we're going to give it a fill with the same background color. And that color is 008EDE. And then halfway through, we'd like to give it sort of an illusion of a shadow. So we're going to say the fill there is 000E2F. That's a nice navy blue. So let's see. And there we go. So it sort of fades in and out along with the bob. So that was how to animate an SVG with CSS. You can target the different elements and you can adjust other things too, like the path. Here we adjusted the fill. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful and you learned something about animating SVGs with CSS. If you want to learn more digital media skills, definitely check out the UConn Digital Media and Design YouTube channel. Have a great day.